Right click. Look at this. Close multiple tabs to the left.
Thank you.
I have more RAM than you. It's okay.
No. Now, this is what I'm talking about. We've got to save the Declaration of Independence. And you'll understand why I did that bad imitation here in just a second. Romance fraudster posing as Nicolas Cage takes money from people or from a woman, conning old ladies out of money. Reports of a romance fraud have soared. Oh, wait, go back up.
Sorry.
Reports of romance fraud have soared during the pandemic, but a senior detective tells Sky News they are the tip of the iceberg, as many victims are too embarrassed to actually come forward. Look at that mug.
I mean, I love how they, even though it's not a story about Nicolas Cage, Nicolas Cage had nothing to fucking do with this, but they used his face.
They used his face.
They used that's Nicolas Cage. That's not the impersonator.
Clickbaity, baby.
And we're gonna use it too. So.
Yep. Online daters have been warned about the dangers of fake celebrity profiles after a woman was duped out of thousands of pounds by a romance fraudster posing as Hollywood star Nicolas Cage. Let's see how this person did it, because, tips. The woman believes she was exchanging messages with the Oscar-winning actor on Facebook and lost about 10,000 pounds in the scam, the charity victim support revealed. Reports of the romance fraud have soared during the pandemic, but a senior detective told Sky News that they were just the tip of the iceberg, as many victims are too embarrassed to actually come forward.
I mean, wouldn't you be embarrassed?
Yeah, as fuck.
Like, how do you not know this is bad? Like, why would Nicolas Cage want 10 grand from you?
That's what I'm saying. Why? Here we go. Almost 9,000 cases were reported in England, Wales, and Northern Ireland last year alone, an increase of more than 27, more than a quarter, 27 total percent, than the year before, police figures show. Some of these targeted have lost hundreds of thousands of pounds to people they thought they were in relationships with, according to victim support. Lisa Mills, senior fraud manager at the charity, said the woman conned by the fake Nicolas Cage profile was vulnerable and she could ill afford to lose the money. Well, yeah, there's a target type here. The fraudster behind the account, who is not thought to have been found by police, claimed Cage needed the funds for tax reasons and that he planned to visit the UK while urging the victim to keep their relationship on the down low, Miss Mills added. Okay, many a red flag. There is no suggestion that any wrongdoing by Cage, whose representatives did not respond when approached by Sky News. Why would they?
Well, yeah, like, it has nothing to do with him.
No. Miss Mills said romance fraud causes involving fake celebrity profiles were challenging because victims often have an overwhelming desire to believe they are communicating with the actual stars. Yeah. I mean, if I thought I was dating Megan Fox via online and I thought it was real, that you don't want to break that, because why? I mean,
yeah, that's like, you'd be like, what? Yeah.
Another victim was duped by someone pretending to be Prison Break actor Wentworth Miller online and still refuses to accept that it isn't him, she added. I like how they don't go for A-list stars. I mean, let's admit, Cage is big, but he is clearly a B-list star.
What?
I like
yeah.
it.
I mean,
Clearly.
Well,
I mean, it's not like anybody's out there posing as The Rock, the biggest man in Hollywood, or
no.
like Robert Downey Jr. to dupe people. No, it's...
You're not going to worry about these guys beating you up. Like, what's Nicolas Cage going to do? Steal your fucking Declaration of Independence?
Was it a dude? Because Wentworth is gay. Actually, no. It said that she added, and that she and still refuses is him. Yeah, it says so. Actually, it says someone. So it could be. It could be a man. Actually, it could be.
Yeah, women wouldn't. Yeah. Just because you're gay doesn't mean you wouldn't bang a chick. You know.
Yeah. Miss Mills told Sky News, I think it's hard to convey to a wider society that people just scoff and think, I wouldn't be taken by that. I wouldn't be taken by that. It's real, it's happening, and we have to support the people who have gone through it. This is one of those times where I say, stupid is as stupid does. It's more common than people think, unfortunately. Mrs. Mills said some romance fraudsters posing as celebrities have sought out victims who follow the social media channels of famous figures. Of course, she said, now the dating websites and apps are doing their utmost to protect their users, but fraudsters have to look for alternative means. They can go through Facebook or Instagram, sending out random requests in the hope that people pick up and they can start drawing victims into their web. And I guarantee you, if these people are smart, they're not just doing it to one person. They're doing it to multiple people at a time.
Yeah.
So victims may not have a support network around them. They may have no one in their family to challenge them and say, what are you doing? And I would get that. It has to be someone who's lonely, because I don't see someone who has sensible people around them letting this happen.
Right. Oh, didn't you know Tiger's Megan Fox.
Oh, is he? Wow. I've seen him on camera, and they look nothing alike.
That explains so much.
Mills said about 80% of romance fraud victims she has supported have been over 60, including one victim who was over 90. Oh, man. See, now I kind of feel bad because it's old people.
Well, that's the part that's bad. They're gullible, they're lonely, and they found someone to talk to. Like, if you're gonna go down this road for crime, dupe people out of money, why don't you just provide a fucking service?
Yes.
If they have the money to spend, they just want a fucking friend. Just be a nice person to them.
Dude,
and get paid for it.
That's why I told you I've already started putting in place some plans to start my own do nothing everyman service.
Yeah.
Which is where you want somebody to hang out with for an hour and play video games? I got you. You want somebody to eat a piece of birthday cake with because you're lonely? I got you. I'll even bring the cake. You just want to have a Starbucks coffee and chill out for 45 minutes. Tog has got you and will even bring the dog along. All you got to do is let me know and I will fit you in the schedule, baby.
Right? It's a no-brainer. Like, the fact that people turn it into a crime just means how disconnected they are from, like, they understand there's a demand. They understand there's a service that can be provided, but then they just fucking shortwire their brain to go to hurt people. It's like, what? It's right there.
D, you got to think outside the box in advertising these days, my man.
Yeah, it is. It is an advertisement. It's okay.
And that's what I'm talking. I would stand in line for. You want me to stand in line for you to get concert tickets? $20 an hour.
Right. Well, yeah.
Yeah, I got you. Tell me you wouldn't stand in line for 10 hours at $20 an hour just to hold a line place for someone.
Yeah, if I had nothing better going on, yeah.
I'd bring my phone, I'd bring my Switch, and, depending on if it was warm or cold outside, the proper attire, a chair, and I'm ready to have some snacks.
I mean,
I'm good.
Sad part is $20 an hour isn't. I mean, it's good.
To sit in line and
it doesn't matter.
Video games.
What is your time worth as an individual? What is your time?
I would gladly play video games for $20 an hour.
Yeah, I can make it work. Might have to sacrifice some things, but I can make it work.
Okay, here we go. He told Sky News, I think a lot of, oh my God, this thing keeps going. Basically, yeah, Sorry. There it is. They sat at a computer communicating with multiple 50, 60, 70 people at once, told you they cast a wide net. They typically use false pictures, websites, and blah, 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 blah.
Blah, blah, blah.
Oh, yeah, and I did read this earlier. Okay, that's a guy who got caught duping people. And then there was another white man who actually got some people to sell their house.
Wow. I mean, this guy looks exactly like Nicolas Cage. So I can see, yeah, blah, blah, blah. D, this isn't the fucking news.
Well, it is the news, but we don't have to read it all.
Yeah, we don't have to read it. You get the gist. We've talked about
this year contacted more than 670 people, and I'm curious. My question is, how much money did you make?
Right?
How much money did you make?
Has he put it away in an account? Is he set for life? Like after he serves his time?
You contacted 670 people. If you got $10,000 out of every single one of them, that is $670,000. If you stashed it right.
This asshole got 210,000 pounds.
It's because Bodie's scanning so fast.
Sorry. It's been seized. Oh, yeah, but
it's been seized.
That's why you get offshore.
You put it in the right account.
You put it where they put it.
Oh, look, this guy here met people on Plenty of Fish, which is a Christian dating website.
Is that the Christian one?
Yep.
Oh, man.
Plenty of Fish is one of the Christian dating websites.
Here's the thing. Like, dating sites in general are dangerous because the only people using them are people that are desperate to meet people. So you're already at a disadvantage. So, like, you basically take a bunch of desperate people looking for affection or fucking or whatever they want, in a relationship. And then you get them all in one location, and then you just get people that can just shark it. You're just dropping sharks in the bucket that can prey on all of these people. It's absolutely terrifying.
Yeah, right here, White Tiger. Plenty of Fish is a free Christian dating service with more active conversations than any of its competitors. Every month, members send over 1 billion messages on the platform.
It's fucking wild. So yeah, it just keeps going on. People are dumb. People are desperate. And people take advantage of it. The key is to just not put yourself out there like that. Like that's...
Yeah, you just, yeah. I mean,
you can't be like actively like,
or you know what, with, and better yet, with the technology we have today, I understand if it was the early 2000s, the late 90s, something like that. But with the video technology we have today and accessibility, if they're not willing to video chat with you,
yeah,
don't engage.
That'd be weird. And even if they do, that doesn't mean it's safe. It doesn't mean it's safe. You can con people.
I'm telling you what they market themselves as, White Tiger.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. If it's Christian, it's pure. Yeah. Well, they have confession, so, you know.